This this video, I don't know whether the camera is clean or not, but nevertheless, Ndigbo ndewo unu, ekele m unu. I hope my voice is coming out clear. I'm greeting all Igbos wherever they find themselves, and I'm greeting Nigerians also, and I'm also greeting One Nigeria as well, because there are Igbos, there are Nigerians, and there are One Nigeria. You get. The reason why I'm making this video is because of what the Igbos are passing through in Nigeria. You know, I have been making videos severally to counter division that the Igbos are pushing for. Like most Igbo people want Nigeria to divide for Igbos to go their way. I understand that. I feel the pain, but I can't support the division of Nigeria. After all that has happened in Nigeria, what happened? The misunderstanding, war, fight that conspired between the Igbos and the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Fighting for division of Nigeria shouldn't be the language that Igbos should be using. Why? Because the Igbo nation have existed before Nigeria conquered our territory and occupied our territory. Igbo territory is an occupied territory that has succeeded, become part of United Nations. Igbo nation has also been recognized around the world. We have our flag, we have our money, we have our national anthem, we have allies, we have ambassadors by then all over the world. Before the British-Nigerian war against the Igbos, our people were massacred in Nigeria. Igbos were killed in Nigeria. The reason for that war is something that I have not yet figured out and understand. But something makes me angry every day. Something touches me, something pushes me, something makes me angry. And those things that makes me angry, it's not making me angry for Nigeria to divide, nor Igbos to push for liberation out of Nigeria. There is something that's supposed to be natural, natural thing that's supposed to take care of itself. The affairs, the problem of Igbos in Nigeria can be solved under one condition. Igbos has been rolling back, thinking that whenever they roll back, the maltreatment that they are receiving in Nigeria will reduce. Igbos are not pushing back. Igbos are living in Nigeria as if they are visitors. Listen, my people. You people have suffered enough in Nigeria. You people have poured your blood. Nigeria has poured your blood on the streets. Keeps on pouring the blood of Igbos till tomorrow. To the extent they have curtailed your brothers and sisters in uniform in killing you, while their fellow colleagues in uniform are not even aggressive towards their own tribes, but always hexing our own people in uniform to be more harsh and wicked, to prove themselves, to prove their loyalty to Nigeria by killing the Igbos. An Hausa man, a police officer, has stopped my car before in Nigeria, the time I traveled to Nigeria. He treated me with respect, to compare with the day some police officers stopped me and one of the leaders of those team were Igbos. They were more aggressive. Igbos, I just want to tell you something. If my word today is not good enough, please throw it away. Don't throw me away. I am your brother. I will not love Igbo people to agitate for division of Nigeria. I have my reasons. I will come to that. I will not love the Igbos keep on demanding to pull out of Nigeria. We are not made to pull. Rather, Nigeria is made to pull out of Igbo land because Nigeria is occupying the Igbo territory. So Igbos are making mistake due to lack of information, demanding that they want independence. We have already gotten our independence. We have ruled ourselves up to 3 good years. We have money, we have flag, we have national anthem. We have everything that it takes for a nation to move forward. Before Nigeria and Britain occupied our territory today. But my advice, the reason why I advise the Igbo people not to agitate, not to fight for the division of Nigeria. What the Igbos should be doing in Nigeria is what they call standing your ground. Nigeria fought you. Nigeria killed you. I mean Igbo people. Nigeria committed all sorts of atrocities against the Igbos, only to make sure that Igbos remain in Nigeria. Telling the international community that every part of Nigeria belongs to Nigeria. Guten Abend, my brother. Ahmed, I greet you. So for all that Nigeria has been spending to make sure that Igbos remain part of Nigeria, Igbos, listen to me. There is no part of Nigeria that belongs to anybody. It belongs to Nigeria. Hausas and Yorubas and other tribes kill the Igbos to force us to be part of them. Allowing Yoruba in Lagos to push you around from one location to another, dismantling, crippling, controlling your economy should no longer be accommodated. Igbos, I said if my word is not good, don't throw me away, throw the word. But before you throw my word away, hold it, open it, and look inside. Igbos, Nigeria preach one Nigeria. Isn't it so? A lot of your grandfathers and our grandfathers were killed for this nation to remain together. Our resources are being used to manage Nigeria. And you, an Igbo man, a businessman, is driving the economy of Nigeria to the highest level. Allowing a citizen of the sole country that killed you to remain under them, to remain part of them, let me use the right word, to push you around. Igbos stand their ground. Even if wars come to wars, create a very powerful militant group in Lagos State. Challenge the government of Lagos. Listen, your politicians in the East are planted politicians, all of them. No politician in Igbo land care for the Igbo people. Because since after the war, Nigeria has been clamoring, fighting to grow their own organism that will rule over you in your territory, bearing your name, looking like you, but they are not part of you. In a normal nation, the type of punishment that Igbos are facing in Nigeria, the governors of Eastern region reserve the right to ask Nigeria, what do you want? Allowing Asari Dokubo to sit in the Federal Republic capital of Nigeria, Nigerian coat of arms standing behind him, and he was calling on the massacring and killing of one part of Nigeria. You know what is that? You know what it is? They were charging Nnamdi Kanu treasonable felony. Do you know that anybody that sits in that seat that carries the coat of arms of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, in normal circumstance, as Asari Dokubo step out of that place, the military police of the Federal Republic of Nigeria are supposed to take him to custody to make him to understand the meaning of that coat of arms standing behind him. Now, for the entire Nigeria to keep quiet, for the military of Nigeria to keep quiet, for the police of Nigeria didn't say anything, nor the judicial system of Nigeria, I bear and deserve the right to advise the Igbos on what to do. Because there is no government. The federal government of Nigeria is supposed to be the federal government of the whole citizen of that nation, home and abroad. If they are using the power of Nigeria to seduce one part of Nigeria, Igbos, listen to me and listen attentively. Igbo has a proverb that says, if a child that is matured enough to get married are being blocked by the father, if you are not behaving like a madman, they will never allow you to get the wife of your own. Do you want Nigeria to respect you? It's not IPOB. It's not ESN. Do you want Nigeria to respect you? There is one language that Nigeria understands. Fighting with them and negotiating with them. Then everything you need, you will get it. Igbos possess a very large population, even though the so-called Aburos that you are afraid of in Lagos State are all Igbos, Igbo blood, Igbo children. Most of you don't know. But them themselves, they knew and they hide underground. Set up an Igbo militant in Lagos State. Whenever the government of Lagos destroy one property of Igbo people, go and destroy 5. You are the government. You are the government. They may call you names, they may give you whatever you like, but I promise you that they will reduce the way they are treating you in Lagos State. Who developed Lagos? Who built Lagos? Who is paying the revenue that is powering Lagos? A state develops when population are there. If Igbos are there, as they are pushing you because you make your choice in an open election, everybody choose whosoever they love, who they like, who they want. Igbos, you make your own choice and they single you out to kill you because you did not obey their orders. You have every right to fight back. Kill them, fight them, slaughter them. As they are slaughtering you, kill back. If we want to look into the case, it should be matter of what conspired, what caused the problems. I say that the properties of Igbos every year, every time after election, Every time after election, if Igbos make their choice, Lagos State will now start seeing the infrastructures being developed by the Igbos that are not normal. Go around Lagos. I lived in Lagos before. You will see the infrastructures of the Yorubas, house that are being built that people living in it can't even get fresh air. Those ones are not illegal. Nigeria belongs to every Nigerians. Lagos State, hey, Lagos State. Every Yoruba man in Lagos State is a visitor. I am the one telling you. Every Yoruba man in Lagos State is a visitor. No Yoruba is Lagosian more than Igbo man that came yesterday. Listen to me. Tinubu is not Lagosian. The current governor of Lagos State is not Lagosian. I have been there since IBB time, not today. Every Yoruba man in Lagos State are visitors. You know, there are a lot of reasons that made Nigeria to abolish history. But I will tell you to go and dig deep. Most of you are not using what we call artificial intelligence. Chat GPT, you pay only 20 euros or $20 to get access to more advanced one. Whom did the Portuguese, not even the British, not the French, did the Portuguese and the Spanish people meet in Lagos State when they arrived the first time? Not the Tinubu family. I said, not the Tinubu's family. Go and read it. I don't want to say something that they may think that I'm biased because he's from this tribe. I said, let the history be your best teacher. This Agbero, these people that came from the nearby states that come into Lagos to dominate. Do you know the people that own the largest properties in Lagos State? They are not the Yorubas. Maybe today they have used force and everything to push around. All the whole properties that Tinubu own in Lagos belongs to the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Lagos State was once the capital of the Federation. All the whole properties they are selling to themselves is the property of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. If Nigeria starts functioning like a country, there will be no discussion about it. They will withdraw all those things that belong to every state of Nigeria, own the federal capital property in Lagos. Other individual lands that you saw, properties, houses, belongs to majority of them. Let me not exaggerate too much. 60% of properties in Lagos State belongs to the Igbos. Not the Igbos of today, not the new younger ones. The fathers of Ojukus, the Anambaras, the Abrebas, far back, far back. When the Portuguese entered that place, they meet the people that are selling Ogodo. Ogodo. They are selling Ogodo. It's the Igbo people from Abreba. Abreba. Not even Abreba. And some Bini people. None of Yorubas were there when the Portuguese came. So as far as Nigeria fought you, Igbos, win you with the help of British, America, and the Soviet Union, the three world power on planet fought the Igbo people to be able to subdue them. Obasanjo made it clear. Obasanjo said that war, we lost that war under 8 months. We thought that it was just strolling. Under 8 months, we lost that war. Britain took over. Egypt stepped in. Algeria came in. Soviet Union sent in their mix and sent in the fighters. They were bombing one tribe. One tribe. Yes. After all said and done, after all that conspired, okay, you surrender and said, okay, let us be one. As you are fighting, let's be one. As far as they say that they want us to remain one country, nobody should push you around as a Nigerian. And as from today, drink it as a tablet. Whenever somebody asks you in Lagos State, where are you from? Give them the identity that Nigeria wants you to be. I am a Nigerian. Which tribe? Nigerian tribe. No more Igbo tribe. Nigerian tribe. When they touch your property, go and burn their own in the night. If they push down Igbo property, go and burn Lagos State property at night. Set up a militant group that will not carry uniform, that will not be gathering in somewhere and doing gara-gara, doing Facebook something. No. Catch me if you can, militant group. Catch me if you can. They will know that you are the one destroying the properties of Lagos State, but they have nothing, no proof. They are smelling it. That is you. Touch my own, I touch your own. Nigeria destroy Nigerian property, Nigeria destroy Nigerian property. Let us go to court of law. The Nigerian part of Lagos State is destroying the properties of Nigerians in Lagos State, and the Nigerians in Lagos State are destroying the properties of Nigerians that belong to the state. Nigeria against Nigeria. Allegation against allegation. Let's face the judge if they have one evidence. Stop being or finding excuses while it should happen, while things should occur, while it should. Stop that motherfucker. And any Igbo person that try to justify the punishment of Igbo in Nigeria, if you get dagger, forget that. Cheerful dagger and Africa. Cheerful dagger and Africa and go your way. They should start thinking Nigeria is made for all Nigerians. Enough of the demolition of the properties of one tribe in the whole Federal Republic of Nigeria. One tribe has been singled out. One tribe. All the whole business that have been raised, that the tariffs are going up every day, is the business managed by one tribe. Importation is adding money every day. How many Yorubas and Hausas are importers? How many of them are moving their goods from wharf with the same price Igbos are moving their own? Yes. If you go to the east, the price of fuel is higher than the price in Lagos and other part of Nigeria. If you go in terms of education, the point you need to get admission in Nigeria, the ones in the east, is close to Jesus Christ in heaven. And other part of Nigeria, you don't need even to go to school to become a graduate. You can even get admission without going to secondary school. That is the type of point they set for themselves. Did you see the financial meeting they have in France? Did you people watch that video? That financial reform, something they are pushing on France, that all the whole world leaders, the giant of Africa, Tinubu, is sitting like Mumu, watching like an animal, allowing Eastern Africans, and now they are the one calling the order of the day in Africa, from East Africa to South Africa. And where is all the whole West African governors? I saw Gambia, yes, but where is Nigeria? Do your leader know what to say? Mumu, president is coming back. All the whole Agbodos gather. Gathering for what? Which value do you have outside Nigeria? Your president was watching, he even slipped away. He's not even understanding his right nor his left. Emiloko, it's my right, it's our right to rule. You are now there. What are you offering? Do you understand what they are saying? Can you sit in that public and without telling them what is that is word? Balablu. Go and sit down there with others and tell them blah blah. Did you hear what the Kenyan president said? We don't need aids like Nigeria. We want to have our say in the international community. Like Nigeria, they don't need bribery. All that you guys are perfect on, all that Nigeria is very good on, is to go after the Igbos. Igbos, drop IPOB, drop ESN, become an Igbo man, become a Nigerian, stand your ground. If you start fighting the way I am giving you expo to fight Nigeria, they will pull out of your country and tell you to go. When they touch you with one finger, touch them with 5 fingers. Stand your ground. If police cock gun and kill Igbo man in the daylight, wait for him in the night and shoot any police officer. Make sure that he's dead and leave. As they are burying the Igbo person, they are burying the police officer. If it keep on happening this way, you will see that they will sit up. You will see that your right will be given back to you. But hiding behind their mama's blockers won't even rescue you, because nobody, you have no leaders back home, you have no leaders nowhere. Nnamdi Kanu is dying in prison. All the Igbo politicians are doing, even though the one in Anambra is using Nnamdi Kanu to play politics. In open camera, they tell you what you want to hear. At the back, hold him there. If you want to die, let him die. He's our son. Yes. That's what is going on. Everywhere is going quiet. The group are dividing each other, fighting each other. Infighting is the worst thing that can happen to any group. That's why I said movement for liberation shouldn't be a community club. Shouldn't be a club. It should be an organization, not a club. That are you our member? Are you a member of our club? No. There are ways to get your freedom, pushing Nigeria, for Nigeria to pull out of your territory, for your currency to come back online, for your embassies to come back online, for everything to come back online. That's how they do it. In Igbo land, they call it Ndaga Oluo Obalaga. Not Oluo Guzoro, Aluo Abalaga. That is what we need in Igbo land, in various parts of Nigeria where we are living. They have every right to do whatever they like in daytime where you are. At night, you retaliate and go back to sleep. If they do it at night, daylight, you retaliate and disappear. That's how it should be. If bulldozer tear down, even though it's not your home, if you have access, have anything that will pull down the government own in the Lagos state, oh boy, do them. Do it. I promise you, maximum damage of 2 infrastructure that belongs to Lagos state, they will reduce hand how they are dealing with you. And if any governor from the east come to Lagos to talk to you, or any politician, carry egg and throw to him. Don't even say a word. Pick egg. Make sure that that egg busts on his head. And people will look. Inapuara, are you crazy? Keep quiet, don't talk. He knows what is going on. They are selling you guys out. You see Ojuzo Carlo crying before the camera. After punishment that I punish my people on your behalf, I didn't even receive thank you. You saw what happened to River State Governor. After killing the Igbos in Obibo, Tinubu came to River State and said, I owe you nothing. Or should I mention your central bank governor, that his position as an Igbo man has never benefited Igbo people that are into business. Serve the Fulani and come back in shame, handshake. Serve them. If you finish, you must come back with handshake. Until here, start working before you will be free. central bank governor that was sitting, taking orders from the highest arena. After the government, they pick you up, they lock you. All the whole bills and criminalities that happen in Nigeria waved away. Igbo man must be arrested in prison. Who is talking about him? Nobody. Are you seeing any revolution? Nothing. Whenever you condemn your people, look at APs. Since APs stand firm and condemn the Igbo people stand in Nigeria, look at his life. They are messing with him. Yes. I am not happy, but I'm giving you the best expo. Ahmed, Ada, yeah, Ahmed. You said that the way white men lives in South Africa, that's where the Igbos should be living. Igbos are not white. White men are Europeans. Africa has no white. Even though the Egypt and Tunisia, all the people white in that North Africa you see, they are not Africans. If you go to Tunisia, you will see the indigenous people of Tunisia. They are all like you. If you go to Egypt, you will see the indigenous Egyptians. They are like you. They are like Sudanese. You may ask now, but who are those white people there? They are the invaders that invaded North Africa, that destroy everything Africa, our history, our language. So telling Igbos to live in Nigeria the way the white people are living, you are telling me now that we are visitors in Nigeria. With development, my brother, the white people in South Africa have their cousins in Western world. They are using sanction to pressurize the blacks to allow their brothers to expand. Igbos, who is using any tools against Nigeria to allow you to establish? If at all innocent group did not receive the support he received from Igbos when Nigerians want to squeeze him, do you think that there will be innocent Mototi today? No. The power of the Igbos lies on the Igbo people. All they need is a good leader that has no bias, that is ready to push without looking back, that is ready to fight if need for fight occurs. That is what the Igbos did. Igbos, right from ancient time, are warriors. Let me tell you, since history, since the time immemorial, the only tribe that has conquered Igbo land is this British government that entered Nigeria. That is the only human beings that conquered Igbo land. No other tribe has ever conquered Igbo territory. Leave what Asare Dokubo was saying. Asare Dokubo is a stupid animal. Asare Dokubo will tell you all sorts of fake news, fake story, fake history, only for him to get 2 naira. Today, I was discussing with Asare Dokubo's cousin. Today, his cousin. His cousin made me to understand where the mother of Asare Dokubo came from, the grandmother of Asare Dokubo came from. That animal that was abusing the Igbos carries the blood of Igbos. I tell you people, Eastern region is Igbo land. The whole Eastern region, leave the division Nigeria is divided. The entire Eastern region is Igbo territory. They may denounce Igbo, they may claim whatever they like, oh, they may tell you this, they will tell you Igbo is 5 states, Igbo is 3 states, Igbo is 2 states. If you go to the north, let me just use the simplest explanation. What do Northerners call the Easterners? Nyamini. Do you know what is Nyamini? Nyamini originated from the language Nyemumiri that Igbos were demanding during the war in the north. when the Igbos ran to the house of the king in the north that opened his gate and claimed that he's there to safeguard the Igbos. And the Igbos gathered in their house and they slaughtered all of them. Some, at the point of death, are crying, Nyemini. And they are start telling us Nyemini. That's how that word, Nyemini. When they were killing the people, Nyaminis in the north, they don't tell you these are the Igbos, these are the Jaws, these are the Bibios, they tell you all of you are Nyamini. If you don't know yourself for that. All eastern region is Igbo land. All of them. The name may bear whatever they like. The other one tell me I'm from Calabar. There is nothing like Calabar. If you go to Abreba, if you meet the older people in Abreba and some of the younger people, they speak Calabar language. They bear Ete, they bear everything Calabar bears. They speak Abreba and they speak Efik. It's their dialect. What I'm telling you is not learned language. It's their dialect. They are the indigenous people in those territories. That they will tell you today, Calabar is Cross River. It's not. We are all one people. One people. They are like me. I am like them. We are all one. The same tradition. If you go to the Ikweres that said they're not Igbo, Ikweres culture, dancing, everything, they dance what Abreba call Ikpirikpogo. This thing they carry, something that was smoke is coming out, and they dance it. But they will tell you they're not Igbos. If you go by yourself in those areas, that is brothers killing brothers. Enemy will only win as Russia is fighting Ukraine. You see what they did? They used a force that Russia developed. And Russia said that we are not the owner. Like, because Wagner Group are fighting in Syria. Oh, sorry. My headphone, whenever I remove it, it noticed something, but it will come back. Ahmed, let me tell you. Let me remove this thing. I don't know why. It was still recorded. Igbo land. Okay, let me tell you how vast Igbo land is. Do you know the nearby country before Cameroon? Equatorial Guinea, right? All of you knows Equatorial Guinea. Do you know that in the whole planet, the only place you will find indigenous Igbos out of Nigeria is in Equatorial Guinea? There are indigenous people in that land. To tell you how vast is Igbo land. Eastern part of Cameroon is Igbo land. Eastern part of Cameroon is under the Calabar Empire before the British came. British want to reduce our population in the east because they have the agenda and plan in Nigeria. They pushed these people to join Cameroon, and they went to the northern Cameroon and bring the Fulanese, that is the Atiku Abubakar's people, from Cameroon to Nigeria. Did you see it? Just is to make it as if the northerners are having land mass that is bigger than the east. East are very large. Not only the Igbo land. You want to know where the Igbo land stands from? Okay, let me tell you. After Benin, some part of Benin is where the Igbo land started from. Do you know the people that will tell you what I'm telling you now for you to know the real Igbo people? Ele-Ife of Yoruba. Meet any good person from Ele-Ife. They will tell you when the warriors of other tribes of the Yorubas are coming from Benin Republic, coming to conquer them during ancient time. They fought that war, nearly lose the war. They sent out warriors to Anambra State, Anambra, today. And by that time, all eastern region, most of the eastern regions are under Anambra. Most, not all. Most of the eastern region, like Imo State, Enugu State. I mean old Imo, not Imo of today. Old Imo State, including Bayelsa State and others, and Enugu. All of them are under Anambra. The Ele-Ife sent out the warriors to Anambra State to demand for help from the king of Anambra. Yes. And the king of Anambra State sent out warriors with the gods and the servant of the gods to the Ele-Ife, and they fought that war and win. And they set a oracle, warrior oracle, in Ele-Ife. That is that ceremony Ele-Ife always celebrate once a year. Normally, that celebration is supposed to reach Anambra, and Anambra will do it and come back to Ele-Ife. Go and ask what I'm telling you. I'm not talking out of point. So if you want to know where Igbo land starts from, ask the people at the border. That is the Yorubas and the Benin. After Benin, any other thing coming to the east are all Igbos, all of them. Somebody came to this place and said, Warri, Delta State, it's not an Igbo land. I said, how many tribes made up Delta State? And you want to colonize the Igbos that was cut into Delta State? How many tribes of Igbos made up Delta, and how many are minorities? They are using the power of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to squeeze the Igbos. What I'm telling you is facts that you can go and verify and find out the truth. Igbo land is vast. I meet some Abo people. Abo. We call them in their normal language is Aka Igbo, the hand of Igbo land. You will see the Aka Igbos. Biari Okechukwu, Chukwuma, Ekene, Okoro, Chimerelem, whatever Igbos. Even they are bearing ancient Igbo names. Even inside Bini, let me not make a mistake. I met a friend of mine. He may be watching this video now, or he may come to watch this video. We do communicate. The day I saw his documents, he had Bini name and Okoro. And I said, Okoro is one of the oldest Igbo language, Igbo names. How come you bear Okoro? He said his great-grandfather name is Okoro. There you have it. How many Benis are Igbos hiding under the Bini, claiming to be Bini today, doing everything to be Bini? But if you go into details, look into their names, they are all Igbos. Because they say that when the Igbos were coming down to this area, some of them settled in those areas. They don't want to continue. They are indigenous people. But what Nigeria is doing today is as if it's favoring Nigeria. It will come back to punish Nigeria. The younger ones tomorrow will cry. They may come across to see this my video. They will say that this man was talking like a prophet. Do you know why the Nigerian, the future Nigerians will cry? Should I tell you? Do you know the crime that the British committed? Do you know how many books are being found in Igbo land, in Nigeria, in Africa, that nobody can read? Ancient history that nobody can be able to read it again. Ask yourself why. Because what Nigeria is doing is 100% British system of destruction. They would do you know how many languages Britain destroyed in Africa? Languages. Even though in Ethiopia, some of them can be. If you go to artificial intelligence, ask artificial intelligence, do you know the Igbo people or the Igbo tribes? Programmed computer will tell you, yes, I do. Tell me a little about them. He will tell you that the language they call Nzibidi belongs to the Igbos. How many Igbo people can read and write Nzibidi? Nobody. It means before the British came, we already have our curriculums. Because the history that I'm reading here made me to understand that the first people on this planet Earth that history carried, where human being learned to rule itself, what they call today's democracy, originated from the Igbo tribe. Igbos are the only tribe till tomorrow that run decentralized government. Every community is independent of the other. Every kindred is independent of the community. Every family is independent of the kindred. Every son is independent of the father. That is Igbos for you. Britain destroyed a lot. They took a lot away from Nigeria. You will come to Germany because as the Portuguese was coming to Nigeria, the Germans were also coming to Nigeria by then because of gold. If you remember the border of Nigeria and Cameroon, the Germans operated in those areas up to the Calabar side. But they never colonized our people. But their footprints were there. They were there before the Britain and the French. Before First World War, the Germans are already in Nigeria. They have what they stole from our territory. They have a lot that they took away from our territory that is still here till tomorrow. And all of them talks about the Igbos. Igbos. Who are these Igbo people? Do you know the meaning of that language? Igbo. The ancient one. Why that name? Why the ancient one? Why are they the ancient one? I don't know. I have been searching. It's nowhere to be found. But I know when I ask the Germans, they may show the little one they knew, the ones that their forefathers took away and brought in, and what they wrote about our people. Why do we bear the name the ancient one? Who are we? I don't know. Thank you. Here I will rest my case. Igbo people, stop being afraid of Nigeria. Nigeria is not bigger than you. You are not bigger than Nigeria. Nigeria killed themselves to make sure that you remain part of them. So whatever Nigeria did to you or doing to you today, do it back and stand your ground. You are part of this. You are even more than the system. If they destroy your property, destroy their property. Eye for an eye. No looking back, no mercy. That is my message. And I'll be coming back to tell more on this eye to an eye. I'm not telling my people, sorry, to go and foment trouble, but stand your ground, stand it kekereke, stand kekereke. Ahmed, say, where did our land end? Let me answer this question this way. Go and read one book they call In Biafra, Africa Dies. Did you hear me? There is a book, go and Google it. It's called In Biafra, Africa Dies. If you want to know the boundary, where your land started from, the real Biafrans are not from, the real Biafrans, that's your fellow brothers. You can count them from Ghana, Mali, Ghana, even up to South Africa. If you want me to make it open. But the most aggressive ones The most intellectual, talented ones remain in Nigeria. But if you want to know where your land started from and where your land ends, because you have been poking this thing since, maybe you want me to check if I know about it, you will know where your land, where your people started from, where it ends up to South Africa. Okay? I hope I have answered your case, Ahmed. Do you have any other thing to ask? I'm waiting. Okay, bravo. Thank you, my brother. God bless you. Remain blessed, my people. I will be coming. Do you know why I'm not doing videos? Let me say it. Even though the ones that I'm converting and publishing, YouTube is withdrawing my videos. I may publish this video now. They will write to me. My video did not break their policy or their community rules, but they want to pull it down. You get? So that's why I'm not doing much of this video, because if they keep on doing this thing, you get tired. You know, you get tired. Thousands of people are doing videos all over the platform. Why my own? I don't know. They are frustrating everything that I'm doing. That's why I'm not showing up always. So you said in Nigeria. Yeah, I have said it in Nigeria. We are the Igbos. Igbos are everywhere, you know. But the entire eastern part of Nigeria belongs to you. Anybody that says no should go and hug transformer. Anybody that says whatever, tell him to go and hug transformer. Okay? Thank you very much. Remain blessed and bye-bye for now. Ciao. Auf Wiedersehen.